Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, internets. You found me. It's me. You don't need to know who I am, except that you found me. And that you know what you're more than likely going to be here for because you're reading the title up there. You're going to be learning how to make your poo-poo Twitch stream look better with a few cheap, if not free, improvements. Totally awesome, totally helpful. And it's going to be starting with a good anecdote of the life story of GamerPalooza, how I got my experience with Twitch streaming. GamerPalooza is a Twitch streamer group of me and my 4 high school friends. We began streaming summertime around April, but formally started on April 10th, 2015 with our 24-hour stream. And as far as the stream quality of April 2015 compared to now, March 2016, definitely got a whole lot better. I mean, we started with poo-poo cameras, poo-poo setup, poo-poo lighting. It was really, really bad. I mean, even I have the pleasure of showing you, or this pleasure of showing you, perhaps the original GP setup, how we had our old stream set up, and I'm going to go step by step, showing little slight improvements that you can be making in your Twitch streams. I'm just looking around the lighting kind of got dim, to make them about 80,000 million times better, if that's even a real computable number, if you ask me. But this is pretty, you know, easy to follow. If you don't know what you're doing, you shouldn't be streaming. I mean, I'm going to start off by saying we use OBS. If you use XSplit, I mean, you can adapt these to XSplit or whatever. It depends how you work. You can follow it. Depends how good you comprehend and convert. But we're going to get started. I'm going to show you a terrible streaming setup, which basically how was GamerPalooza's beginning.
This is how we first started off. I'm talking loud and you hear that light popping like crazy, which it probably is. That's because I have Pokemon Coliseum relaxing out. I apologize for the texture, it's just an emulation problem. Comment later. First of all, it's kind of, especially if you're not using a headset. If you're using a headset, it's okay, but what you're going to do is, if you're going to stream gameplay audio, turn this down to like, you know, under 10% in OBS. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm streaming at 720p at 4,500 kilobytes a second, but that's strictly for YouTube. Twitch, I'd recommend, depending on what you're doing. Pokemon, like Coliseum, I would probably stream at a bitrate no higher than 2,500 at 720p. It depends on your CPU encoding capabilities and whatnot. Like Call of Duty and extremely high action games, we'd stream probably at around 3,500 FPS. So maybe with a 4,000, not FPS, kilobytes per second. 3,500 kilobytes per second with a 4,000 kilobyte buffer. So just in case in those short bursts, we're going to go to 4,000. We're not using all our bandwidth, enough to still play online without any lag. But back to what you see here. If to make it better, if you notice what I did right here, I made the music barely audible, if not even noticeable at all, because I muted it from my monitor because I'm using webcam audio to capture this. And if you're not using a headset or, you know, a little clip-on low sensitivity microphone, sorry, but you're gonna have to kill the game audio because it's going to go over stream, it's going to echo, it's going to be loud, it's going to be annoying, it's going to be terrible. But basically, back to GamerPalooza. This is how we started off. This is the original layout that we had. And we basically would have some PS3, PS4 game, or some PC game going like this. Maybe with or without a webcam, with all this free gray space going, with a backdrop overlay that we made in Paint. Oh, like the show, want to help us out? Following is a great way to show support. That's fine if you're feeling generous enough. We have a donation button below. Now, that was something my friend told me, and pretty stupid because he's like, hey, Twitch streamers get donations, but I'm gonna go on a rant about that further on. But I would say don't put that second part. If you're feeling generous, we have a donation button below. Just put enjoy the stream, not thanks for your time. Don't sound like formal or whatever. Just have fun. Be as informal as possible. As informal as possible. Is like informal, why not? As you can see, this is a pretty cruddy layout. First of all, what I like to do is I like to utilize what I call my real estate. In other words, the screen area that I'm dealing with. So, as you can see, this game capture right here, Pokemon Coliseum, is definitely not. Let me lower that mic. Lower that music just a little bit more. There we go. So it's not really taking up all the space. Now we can't. If you wanted to do it full screen, you can. That's fine if you don't have an overlay like this. But just try to make it neat. I would center it off if you don't have a webcam. Center it off like this. That'd be nice if you don't have a webcam. Now, if you do have a webcam, I'd usually drag it off to a corner. And this right here is my Logitech Pro 9000 webcam. Hello internet. You can see me here. You can see me all right. Now, one major thing is you can see me pretty all right like this. Now, let's say I was just to, I can't do this because it's in the middle of the daytime. Let's say if I was to bring this up, if I was to open this up a little bit, shed some light in here. Oh, no, don't do that, man. But make sure your lighting is good. Not saying not get studio lighting or anything. Just don't make it to where just your face is visible, or your face is blown out or something. Make the webcam just, just about perfect. Best, you might even have to go into your manual settings and reset it every time you stream. That's what I had to do with this one because I had varying light because I streamed in daytime and afternoon and night, and you gotta do what you gotta do. So once you get your webcam set, your game's going good, this is how GP started. This is the exact setup that we kind of had going for our first 24-hour stream. We'd have the game, we'd have this camera going, which would show all four of us. Now, this can be your only, streaming setup, or you can have a different scene setup in OBS as just your webcam if you want to emphasize on just webcam moments, like if you were switching windows and you don't want to see what you're doing. You can go ahead and set up another scene for that. I'm not going to go over that right now, but now that we have this stream setup going, this is what we did for probably the first few weeks until we realized that it was terrible and that we can definitely improve on it. First of all, make something not in paint, and oh, excuse me. First of all, make an overlay not in paint, and maybe touch up on that webcam, touch up on the audio, touch up on the video layout. We're gonna see how it's all gonna fall into a little bit. So what I did is, you see in the lower left corner, that is the GP logo. That is GamerPalooza's logo. We're going to, I said, look, this is made with a goofy looking font and paint. I'm going to go on a site where I'm a Photoshop. I'm going to download Photoshop and use the 30-day free trial and definitely just make a better looking logo. Well, I found something called cooltext.com. They allow you to make just cool looking logo fonts. I think if you want it, like if you have an abbreviated logo like we do, we have GP, you can make a better looking logo in cool text and definitely have that as your Twitch icon or whatever. I'm a little gassy today. So as far as that, found a Twitch overlay Photoshop template and I edited it, made it to our specifications, and I'm essentially just gonna load that up right now. This is a new GP overlay. Move my camera right here. And I'm gonna get rid of the old. As you can see, we actually incorporated. Oops, that's okay. Get rid of the old. As you can see, we took a lot of transparency and put it in there. It gave us a lot more real estate to deal with because some people don't view Twitch streams full stream. Some people, like normally, I don't full screen my streams because I have chat. I like reading chat at the same time. Probably how you work too, especially on mobile. Definitely a lot of people on Twitch are mobile users. We found that out over the long 1-year run, but you have more real estate or screen space. So now that your screen space is bigger, why not make your game capture bigger? And now you can actually, if you want it, you can take your game and, because it is a 16:9 resolution, make that full screen. Normally, you can make it full screen. I know when playing some certain games like Call of Duty, my friends say they put their webcam in different spots. For example, my webcam's here. Normally they put their webcam here, or here, maybe even here in Call of Duty. Or they might even place it, you know, underneath the overlay, so that glow kind of goes in with it. But, you know, just incorporate it what fits best for your game. Like, see, right here would be terrible for Pokemon, for example. I can't see Armaldo. I can't see anything about Armaldo. But if I move it right here, that's fine. If I move it here, my battle commands are kind of going to be screwed up. If I move it here, I can't know anything about my Pokemon, first of all. So, lower right corner for Pokemon, probably the best thing to do. So, also you see here about this layout I made. It has our full name, GamerPalooza. It has Twitch and YouTube, which means if they want to hit you up on either of those two social media services, they know what to look up. They can look up GamerPalooza. They can find us on Twitch, which they already have, on YouTube or Twitter, which we are all active on. We're active on all three of them. We have our GP logo in the center of it saying, look, you're watching GamerPalooza. And the Now Playing, because GamerPalooza is in fact a streaming group. So what we did is I added this Now Playing thing. I said, look, whoever you're playing, just put your name. Put my name here. Everyone else has their own name when they're playing, because it designates which one of the four it is, because I'm not GamerPalooza, he's not GamerPalooza, he's not GamerPalooza, he's not GamerPalooza. We're all GamerPalooza. We're just different people on GamerPalooza, if you're getting that. So what we do is, now that we have this whole stream set up, how can we make it better? Now, I'm not going to get into, you know, the crazy settings in OBS, but I can show you a few things that, this is basically a very, very good Twitch stream. Like, I would say this, unless you already have a decent webcam, you know, that's really cost you nothing. So assuming you were able to do everything in Photoshop within the free trial, OBS is free, open source. Again, this is nothing extra on your part. Now, next stuff is going to be a little optional. I kind of got this because I've been doing it for my YouTube channel, and I've also been doing it for Twitch. And it really isn't that much. You know, sometimes when people get into their streaming setups, you see people like showing off their PC like, oh look, Quad Titans. I'm streaming with an i5 and a GTX 770, which I just got. I just upgraded that from a GTX 550 Ti, so you can stream on whatever. As far as a webcam, Logitech Pro 9000. I mean, we started streaming from a Sony PlayStation Eye. It was a very terrible webcam, but it did what it had to. And from there, I decided that I wanted to improve, especially for my YouTube recording, because webcam audio quality isn't always the best, because it pops a lot, it's not as crisp. So if you were a normal child, you would have played the game Rock Band and had one of these microphones. If not, you get one on Amazon, eBay, whatever, for like $5. They're a Logitech USB microphone, turns out. Plug and play on PC. So instead of that, you can just take this microphone, plug it in, and give your best old announcer voice for Twitch, and you can announce. It's kind of taking one hand out of the equation when you're gaming. So what I did is, for $20, or you can make your own little setup if you want, got myself a mic boom. If you can ask me what mic boom I got, I'll be happy to tell you. It costs about $20, and essentially slide your microphone in, put the mic boom, and you're good. You still have full functionality. You see the microphone way at the bottom. Now my audio isn't yet going through the microphone, but I'm going to do that right now as I'm going to switch over in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Okay, I'm back. Now, this audio is definitely sounding different from what you saw on the Pro 9000. I found it a whole lot better. It was definitely clearer. Now, you might have to boost up the microphone a little more because it is a lot less sensitive than a webcam microphone, which is good too because it allows you, if you want, to turn up your gameplay audio if you don't have a headset on without having it pick up a lot over your microphone and therefore echoing to the stream because it's being streamed twice, once through the system audio and second through the microphone. There's going to be a bit of delay because if you know how the speed of sound works, speed of sound is not instantaneous. But this is not a science lesson or a physics lesson, but go on to saying now that we have good audio going, we have good layout going, good stream going, what else can we improve on? Well, for last night, I was about to record this video last night, but I didn't have the time to, but I went to Best Buy and picked up for $60. You see, normally a lot of people use this web camera. I was kind of skeptical about how it would work. Like, I felt I was fine with this until I'm borrowing this webcam, so I'm going to give it back to my roommate. So for the summer, I needed my own webcam, so I said, look, it's been 5 years. I bought my first webcam. It was not even the PSI, this was something else. This was a Logitech 240p, not even 16:9. I mean, I was in 7th grade when I bought this, and now I'm a sophomore in college. So I just said, look, heck with it. I'm gonna go buy the C920. It's $60. It's the best webcam basically out there right now. A lot of people prefer it over to the higher business grade C930E. Well, it's actually consumer grade because it's C, but the C930E, which is $120, a lot of people prefer it. The only advantage of the C930 is you have a higher viewing angle. So in other words, you can view more, but if you're just a Twitch streamer and you're not doing some giant filming expedition or whatever, the C920 suits you good. So I'm going to switch over to that bad boy right now and I'm going to put it up right here to show you the comparison. Now, as you can see, it's a lot yellowed out. Everything is yellowed out on the bottom of the C9, no, not the C9, the Pro 9000. Everything's yellowed out on the bottom. It has a 15 frames per second capture, so as you can see when I'm moving my hand, the top compared to the bottom, the top is definitely a lot smoother because I'm getting that 30 FPS capture, which 30 Twitch streaming 30 FPS is pretty much good. If you're playing some higher FPS games and you have the system capabilities to do it, then I would go to 60 if you want. Just be aware it will use more bandwidth for you and your viewers, so I would definitely make sure you have all that optimized and you know what you're doing before going ahead and doing that. And back to the cameras. Okay, frame rate, colors are a lot better. I'm not this yellow. I think the duller colors are better suited to what my actual room is looking right now. Like the duller, more neutral colors. I mean, it has a wider view angle compared to the Pro 9000 to C920. So, with that being said, why keep two webcams on stream unless you are doing some kind of mega group stream? And I'm gonna move myself right there. Now, if you want a green screen, just get yourself a green cloth or something from Amazon for $15 and just put it behind you. And then the C920, definitely a good camera. You're gonna get a very good green screen. Definitely, if you want to get that Razer Kraken that's coming out. No, not the. Isn't the Kraken some kind of Razer webcam coming out in middle of the year? It's supposed to have like automatic background removal, but it's $200. So compared to a $60 webcam plus a $40 green screen, if you get a real nice green screen, still $100 less and definitely better quality for sure. Because automatic isn't always that great. Manual is normally better results, fine-tuning results. But as you can see, we have good webcam, good audio coming. We have good gameplay. Now, okay, let's get the gameplay. Just don't be don't spoil. Be like, hey, let's get to the part. Unless you're speed running. Now, if you're speed running, you say anything and everything that you're doing. Like speedrun Sonic. I mean, like, I know what I'm doing. I know what every pixel of the level looks like when you speedrun Sonic. And as far as broadcasting, I'm gonna get into broadcasting tips now. You're definitely gonna want to be open, kind of like Twitch is basically you're going to your friend's house and you're watching your friend play a video game, but you don't really know this friend beforehand, and you don't really know exactly who you're seeing, but you know it's a person and they're playing a video game that you like, so why not be their friend through this video game? That's kind of the basis of Twitch. So what I'm saying is, if you're broadcasting, you have viewers in chat, don't promote yourself to them, just be their friend. If there are 3 people in chat, just let's say hang out with 3 of your friends, like me and the other 3 members of GamerPalooza. As far as that, like, don't market yourself, even if you're very popular streamer with tens of thousands of viewers. Look, anything that you do as far as marketing wise can be done in your channel description. They will definitely read that. That's definitely something that we've seen get views and clicks. Don't just come out with periodical advertisements. Let that be in a chat bot or something. Just let the stream mainly focus on your interaction with the viewers and not let it be a conversation, if you know how conversation works. Normally what you could do, if you don't mind latency loss, whether or not there is, I haven't tested this out, you can put chat in this top right corner. You can make it transparent, it's where you can just view the text, and then you can full screen your stream and you can play along. You can play the stream, you can play the game, you can view the stream full screen, you can view the chat, you can view all your notifications. If you get follower notifications, donation notifications, subscription notifications, hosting notifications, so on and so forth, you can view it all through there, which I'm actually might start doing in the future. I'm gonna do a little test run with it, see how that works. But in other words, let's see, don't market yourself. And as far as marketing, and I think I just about covered everything that has to do with Twitch streaming. So I'm gonna get out of this game and I'm gonna go back to my full camera setup. Okay, I'm back. Now, everything that I explained in about this past, I don't know how long, was practically what GamerPalooza did in a whole year. We did all this improvements within a year of streaming. I decided to cram it all into this 20-minute, I guess, 20-minute session. I really hope you enjoyed it. I really hope you learned it. Because if you learn from me and you say you learned from me and your stream looks like doggy doo-doo, and knowing that most about all the basic improvements I did was free, I will refuse utterly, explicitly, to call you my student. So, obey your master very well. Do exactly what I say, and you will not be disappointed. But other than that, if you want to check out GamerPalooza, the group I stream with, and see how they do things on their end, you've seen how I do things on my end. We have Twitch, we have YouTube, we have Twitter. You can definitely go hit us up on all 3 of those under GamerPalooza. Now, as far as Twitch goes, follow GamerPalooza. Now, if you want to be nice and give me a follow, that would be appreciated. But I would say that I would do 99% of my streaming on GamerPalooza. The only time I would do my streaming not on GamerPalooza is if I'm streaming with my friends and I'm having a different camera view, which basically that channel, my channel, would link back to GamerPalooza. So essentially GamerPalooza is my central streaming quarter. As far as YouTube, my personal YouTube channel is definitely the way to go. GamerPalooza, my friends put up their commentaries on the GP channel. Again, just check it all out. Hit us up, hit a like. Do whatever you want to say that you're nice to me. You appreciated it. You love me. You're a girl and you want to date me. And I'm getting too far into this. And I'm sounding way too desperate. But you know what I'm going to say. Take care, Internet.